Hey guys, this is Khaos coming to a whole new different video. Sorry this took a little bit of time. Just want to see my new shirt. Got it for $2. It actually was on clearance at my job. Target. Really cool shirt. It says Stormtrooper if you guys can't tell. So yeah, what I thought about the new Star Wars movie. This of course is Khaos Reviews. I just re-saw the Star Wars movie for the second time. Really great movie, even for the second time. One thing I've always been noticing, like, as the movie just starts, as the movie opens, it's this, the Star Wars classic style rolls up. Everything tells you like what happened. It basically gives you a brief summary that Luke has disappeared, basically gone into the life of a hermit. And that Leia and all the other people of the rebellion had been trying to find him. Apparently, the First Order, which is now became similar to and probably is has assumed to become the new Empire. The First Order is very similar to the new Empire. So yeah, that's the thing. And spoiler alert: Kylo Ren is Ben Solo. That's right, Kylo Ren, the new Sith with the crossguard lightsaber. Yeah, he is Han Solo and Leia's son. And yes, they did have kids and or got married. I'm not sure about that one. Didn't read the books at all. The only reason I didn't read the books is because I didn't want to get caught off guard. So we're on some sort of new planet similar to Tatooine. Dusty planet. He's being an older man. I guess he was part of the rebellion at one point. He has some sort of I want to say a US, like some sort of somebody on it. It's similar to a USB drive. It has a map on it, or at least a part of the map that leads to Luke, where he is. I don't know where do you get the map. But only why is it just one piece? But anyway, as soon as he gives it to Poe, is it Poe or Paul? Because I had this confusion. Because when I was at work, nobody told me if it was Paul or Poe. Because I heard it was, because it sounded like Poe. I don't know if it's Poe, but I'm gonna go on and keep saying his name is Poe. If you guys think I'm wrong, please comment below. Oh yeah, another thing I don't know if I should give you guys I would probably give you Commercy Awesome, Combo Cast, and Black Nerd News give you their channel subscription so you can watch theirs, or if you guys haven't watched if you guys haven't watched it already, because sorry my review took me took me so long because I've been working crazy hours at my job, so it's been really hard. Tomorrow Tuesday's my day off, so I was just gonna do this briefly and then go to bed because I am booshed. Anyway, so basic firefight. We got introduced to the character Finn, not really wanting to kill anybody, noticing that he just couldn't do it, and then Kylo Ren killed it. When Poe fired the laser, he just simply stopped it. And it was just frozen. It was bzzz. I really loved how they're changing how the Force would be used. Because his Force powers seem to be a little bit more different. How the Force powers were used in all 6 movies. And yes, I say 6 because I do count the prequels. And another thing is, those of you guys who say the prequels are not good. First of all, music, the fighting. The effects of a movie. You know how hard to use miniatures are? It's ridiculously hard to do that. Alright, I'm just telling you that right now. And you have to put CGI with it, alright? Because now these days, because people want it tight and want it good, you have to put CGI on it. So I want to tell you guys who complain about CGI in the prequels. Shut up. Shut up right now. I'm sorry if you guys did like the prequels, but me, I personally love the prequels. I like watching Star Wars because that's the time I got blow my nose. That's the time of year, like, that was the time I actually got into Star Wars. My father let me watch Star Wars with him. Me and my brothers all watched Star Wars with him on the TV. I wasn't young enough to see, I wasn't old enough to see, see the first episode on, in theaters. That's what I'm looking for. So I just wanted to, sorry, side note. And I just love how this movie is very similar. Especially Kylo Ren. He's very similar to Luke, be Anakin. And he's angry, he's so angry at his master, which is Luke, with Luke is kind of like playing the part of Ben Kenobi. It's really hot in this room, I don't want to turn on the fan. He's kind of playing the part of Ben Kenobi. Like I said earlier, he's living on a different planet, probably homing in his like his Jedi reflexes, his powers, and everything. Try to get like a really, and there we go, a little bit farther back. Just trying to really get up his force abilities, or probably just to separate himself from like all the chaos. Get a little mean time and everything, and. At least that's what I think. What I like, that was just awesome. He after he was done, when he took Poe with him on the ship, the blaster finally went off and destroyed something a little bit. Destroys the I don't know fountain, and he tortured Poe. I gotta say, Kylo Ren, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Darth Vader helmet and everything, it looks pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. Just say to all of you guys who say oh, Anakin Skywalker's such a crybaby, he's such a whiner. One, have you seen this guy? He's literally Anakin Skywalker. And not just that, but Anakin Skywalker actually had pain. He first saw his parents saw his mother dying. He felt the pain in the Force. He saw it when he sleep. He felt every anguish of pain she felt in his mind, because that's connection to the Force. That's how Leia can feel how Han felt, or how Luke was feeling when he was calling for everything. It's connection with people you're so close to. It's either it could be blood connection. That's probably the strongest one. You could just feel without even really talking to each other through the Force. Sorry. That's how some people who uses the Force can communicate with one sibling, or a lover or child with mother who has Force connection, can somewhat you won't actually be able to hear them call, but you can feel the connection of the Force through certain parts of the body, certain parts. You can feel the Force of the Force feeling out the person you need to talk to. It's very complicated. I'm just gonna put it a little bit more shortly. You know what? Sidebar. So anyway, so Poe's pretty fun. I do think Poe's gonna be our new Han Solo. Ever since spoiler alert, Han Solo died. Oh yeah, just to mention one thing. This is all gonna be spoilers. So if you guys just heard oh no, Han Solo just died, that spoiler alert's already up. So so I'm also gonna put that in the title card. When you're first watching it, it's Star Wars review. Spoiler alert, it's gonna be in there. So anyway, Finn helps Poe escape. They fire and blast everything. Finn is one of my favorite characters. My boy Finn, he is hilarious, man. Oh my goodness, I love him. I don't know why they let him I don't know why he has it, because he's English, but he's not English in the movie. I don't know why he doesn't have the English accent. But when he landed, he thinks Poe is dead, because all that's left is his jacket in the TIE Fighter after they escaped on the TIE Fighter. My thing is, why would you, how could Poe live, first of all? That's my question. There's no way you could actually live. And or, how do you get out of, that whole desert planet I mean, how did Poe even live, first of all, without fighting, one, a settlement, two, water, three, somebody could help him and contact the Rebel Alliance, and four, how did the Empire not hear the call? Just certain plot points that didn't get covered. Just certain ones. But that doesn't really matter. I mean, it was still pretty awesome either way. I'm just, still plot points kind of bug me sometimes. Anyway, Rey, so we finally get to meet the character Rey. She's a scavenger of sorts. She scavenges parts of the walker, the walker, that the stormtroopers used, to kill everybody basically. It's one of the round walkers you see in Lego Star Wars or Lego Battlefront. I mean, not like Star Wars Battlefront and everything. I'm pointing to my TV. That's what I'm like, boop, boop. I just keep pointing to my TV. You guys can't see. I'm just like, point to the TV. Point to the TV. I'm so weird. So anyway, after all of that, we finally meet, like, when BB-8 finally finds, because BB-8, I forgot to mention, Paul gave the directions, his USB, whatever you want to call it, to BB-8. How I feel, like, by another sidebar, how I feel about BB-8, I don't know, personally, because it's just, I don't know, I haven't warmed up to BB-8 yet. Just yet, I'm still, like, don't get me wrong, I can warm up to him, but it's just gonna be a little bit more time for me to, like, to feel him out. I just gotta feel him out a little bit more. Just feel him out just a little bit more. Before I fully say, I'm a BB-8 fanboy! So anyway, back to the story. So, BB-8 is almost getting captured by some sort of scavenger. Rey saves him, and BB-8 was pretty much was telling her, like, I can't really tell you my mission. I'm on a mission, to help the Rebel Alliance. Pretty much how R2-D2 was in the first trilogy. I love how he really did, like, J.J. Abrams really did hit this point really hard, like how this is pretty much the same thing. This is why a lot of people think that Rey is Skywalker's daughter. But my thinking is, I hope it's not, but here's the evidence that a lot of people think, like they state, that Rey's his daughter. 1, she's very good with the lightsaber. 2, she's very good at inventing, fixing things up or taking them apart. 3, a natural in the Force. 4, a wizard, like the best with the lightsaber. I mean, after she was battling Ben, I'm gonna start calling himself Ben because I keep forgetting his Sith name. After she battled him, she was going to lose, and then she took a deep breath and felt it in the Force. And then she finally found a way to defeat him. That's why a lot of people, there are certain points of evidence that she might have Skywalker blood in her. I don't know. Even if she did have Skywalker blood, why would Luke would leave her on a planet like that? There would be no reason, especially since Luke grew up on a planet similar to that, but he had an aunt and uncle to take care of him all the time. Kind of like Peter Parker. A lot of similarities there. Good thing they're owned by Marvel. I don't know why I did that. So, sorry guys, this is a little side note. I keep making all these side notes and want to get to the review. Because I know you guys are excited about the review. I'm not. It's just a lot of work and a lot of work to remember. I just saw the movie, so it's pretty fresh in my head. So anyway, after she goes to the merchant, to sell some of the old walker parts, the merchant said, I could give you more money if you give me the BB-8. Turns out turns out everybody's pretty much want to help the First Order for some reason, because they're super OP. She says, no, I'm going to keep him. And that's where Finn eventually comes into the picture and sees sees Rey getting jumped by some other scavengers, and he's going to run to help her. And this is where we see how I call this love story. I call it Princess Jasmine and Aladdin kind of love story going on. I mean, he lies to her, and she kind of is gullible, very gullible about it. I mean, she never really met that many people. I mean, like that many other type of people. So, yeah, like him. But you know, it's kind of not like the love story, you know, because Aladdin can pretty much hold his own. But at the same time, you know, it just seems like there's a little. Oh yeah, I just want to hashtag this out. Rey Finn relationship, Raven. Get it, guys? Get it? Ever watch Teen Titans? Teen Titans Go? Raven? Come on, you guys get it? You get it? I know you do. You know, because you get it. Finn, Rey, Raven. You guys get it. You get it. You get it. I'm gonna hashtag it out. Hashtag Raven. I'm gonna have it. This would be annoying to edit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I wish I had somebody else to edit for me sometimes. Anyway, I'm trying to get my legs keep moving, my legs keep falling asleep. Well, fast forward a bit, you know, they take the Millennium Falcon after the First Order is called in by that merchant, and then they find they use the Millennium Falcon to get out of there. Really good shooting by Finn, really good flying by Rey. This is another reason why people think that Rey is Skywalker has Skywalker blood, is because most all Skywalkers are really good flyers. For some reason, they're just really good at evading, fixing, you know, like really good at evading the Force and lightsaber technique. It just seems like they just have some sort of genetic material to this type of work. Because you do need the Force for certain types of stuff that people just can't seem to get it right. It just seems like they're just more potent in the Force. And the fact that Anakin was actually made by the Force. Which is still a pretty weird concept, by the way. You know, they completely copied Jesus. No joke. I'm sweating! Anyway. After they escape, they're locked in by a tractor beam. They think it's the First Order, but it turns out it to be Han and Chewie. Turns out their ship got stolen a while back, and they were using one of the First Order ships to capture some sort of hideous monster. Han was betraying everybody. He betraying everybody and almost got them killed. But luckily they escaped at the last minute and tried to go on this one planet, which is full of some gangsters, you know, the usual places you would go if you need a clean ship. Because if Han can find them, it will be really easy for the First Order to find them. Especially the Millennium Falcon. That's the most iconic ship of the whole world. Anyway, I just hope that Lando never finds out that Han lost the Millennium Falcon. Ooh, I can just imagine. Hey, Han, you lost my Millennium Falcon! He's like, first of all, I didn't technically lose it, somebody stole it, and now I stole it back. You know, just imagine their little anger tuss, you know, if Han was still alive. Hashtag Hollywood's dead. Hashtag dear. I'm not really gonna hashtag it, that's a lot of work. Anyway. There is after all that, they meet this one woman who I think is kind of Force sensitive. You know, she's been alive for at least 1,000 years, so either that or she just have seen a lot of people over the years, and you can start noticing certain details, certain points, and knows that Finn was very terrified. Finn has been lying to Rey about like being part of the Rebel Alliance, and after his secret finally got revealed by the old woman who's like, you know, with the big old glasses, zoomed in like, hey, I think I seen something in you. He kind of reveals that he's terrified of the First Order, that there is no hope against the First Order, in order just like putting his like really close that he is part of the First Order. Another thing I like to mention about the how Star Wars, like how J.J. Abrams really made me love the movie. One, where after like the whole battle, Finn tried to take off his helmet and breathe a little, get the like he was terrified right after the battle. Somebody Stormtrooper did die and wiped his blood on Finn's helmet. And he's just like, I need to breathe. And Captain Phasma seeing him, she's a her. Captain Phasma is a woman, of course. Captain Phasma is like saying, why you took off your helmet? You know you're not supposed to, like, I love how the point that you're not supposed to take off your helmet, and the point that you don't have individuality. You are basically a number. And the point that they take the child away from their parents, like right after birth, and so they will never know who the parent is, which I thought was either really good writing for one, really good storytelling point also, because that's really messed up, but really good storytelling if you want his parents to either do something really dark, if his parents are something a little bit more, I don't know, we could find Finn maybe one day he wants to find his parents. It could be a good story along with that, so that's what I gotta say. That's what I really did love about what they brought out about that. And I also love how Ben Solo, I'm gonna keep remembering, Ben Solo made the joke about saying it doesn't seem like your brainwashed soldiers are doing much better. Let's see if I could actually whip up some clones. I'm like, yeah, actually I would definitely do a little bit more. I'm just saying the clones did their job a lot more efficiently than these guys. Not only, but they're made from Jango Fett. Jango Fett is one of the most efficient assassins ever to be made. Bounty hunter. That's not bounty hunter. The most efficient bounty hunter to ever be made. So yeah, I would probably choose that. Anyway, after Finn figures out he was going to leave. But then the First Order attacks, and then things started to cut down. Before that, Rey starts seeing messages, hearing start having a Force vision. That's another reason why people think that she's Skywalker, because the Force vision. All Skywalker seems to have like the strength with the Force that they can see deaths of pain and the future. That's why I think that. Luke is probably denying the Force right now. He doesn't want to be with the Force after what his nephew did to the Jedi Order. The same thing that his father Anakin Skywalker just did. I don't think he could able to face the fact what just happened. I think he had to leave, get to himself, and I think he freaked out. That's what I think that happened with Luke. I don't know. I had to see the next movie to find out what happened to Luke or read the books. I'm not going to read the books. I'm lazy. I'm probably going to read the books, but I'm probably going to get the audio version because I'm lazy. You guys love me. Anyway. So she finds Luke's lightsaber, the passed down from he made his lightsaber right after the same lightsaber that Ben Kenobi had was also the same lightsaber that Luke had when he fought to take down his father before. Sorry, blah 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 blah. Temporary lightsaber because he lost that in a fight with Cloud City, but somebody must have found it or something. So she finds it, and that's another thing I think. Maybe it is her. Maybe she is Skywalker's child. Because after as she was reaching for it, she started seeing all sorts of visions of the past and a certain connection with Ben for some reason, Ben Solo. And another connection with Skywalker for some reason. Maybe because it was just his lightsaber, or maybe because it's her, maybe because it is the blood of a Skywalker. I don't know. I don't know. I do love how they're kind of go with the books, because Leia and Han also had another child, Jason. Jason was became Darth Tyrannus, who destroyed a lot of the Jedi Order, and they actually had 3 kids. One was Ben Solo, ironically, who tried to take on the oldest brother, failed and died, and I forgot their daughter name is Jaina. Jaina Solo took on her brother and then defeated her brother after he went to the dark side. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if they're going that route. It just seems like whatever happened between Ben and Luke really messed up this kid, because Sunuku, the new Sith Lord, which my brother thinks was the Sith. I'm trying to pronounce my words. I think. Okay, deep breath. Was Sidious master, the one that Sidious killed, supposedly. We don't know if he actually did kill him or just tell tales. Because he did say, "I can teach you the ways to live forever." It's like, but I really don't know. But we can live it together, buddy. Yeah. Dude, I killed my wife, man. I saw people. I killed Jedi children for you. That'd be my reaction if I was Anakin. You don't know? Dude, I'm a half robot. I'm mostly a robot, man. That's not cool. You lied. You're a liar. That'd be my reaction if I learned that point. Like, you didn't know really how to do this. I placed all of my life on your hands, alright? My wife died, alright? And not just that, I killed children for that. So, yeah, you are a basic douche. Anyway, sorry, just reacting on that point. I'm like, oh my gosh, you don't even know how to do it. I'm sorry, okay. Correct myself. Yo, professional YouTuber. This is what we do. Anyway, after getting captured, about to die, Paul and a bunch of other X-Wing fighters start taking out all the First Order, and while Rey and Ben, I'm not going to use his Sith name because I keep forgetting it, are battling in the Force, but of course Rey eventually loses because she doesn't know her full connection with the Force yet. On the Death Star, he tries to get the information out of her, but fails to do so. But not only that, but he opened himself up to her. As she was opening herself up to him, not forcefully opening herself up to him, her mind. His mind was also a gateway to also open, because it's kind of a two-way street. And you may have opened my mind with you, like you may have opened my mind with yours, but I can open your mind with mine. And I can see what's inside your mind just so you can see inside mine. I mean, his big thing is, I want to be just as strong as Vader. Well, if you want to be strong as Vader, I suggest either killing Jedi children or killing your wife, who is pregnant with your parent and uncle. So yeah, that's what you have to do. Got it? Good. Seal it in the pocket. And as the ship of the head rebel group lands, Han's waiting for to see Leia's in there as she is. They have a little reunion, everything. And we see Paul is there. They later on the rebel new base planet they are living and are working on, trying to figure out about the new Death Star that was made. I forgot what it's called, but I'm just gonna call it Death Star number 2 because sorry guys, I keep forgetting about what it's called. I know I just saw the movie again, but sometimes some of the stuff is really hard to like to remember. I have to see it like 1,000,001 times to actually get it all locked down in the brain. But I cannot because I have no brain. Yeah, there's my brain. Stick it back in. Anyway, so they basically are discussing how to destroy the Death Star. With this one, you can't just destroy the Death Star with torpedoes like Luke did in the first time. Mostly because there's no air vent the size of a Walt rat anymore. This time they made sure to seal that thing over. The great thing about this new Death Star, this actually can absorb a sun. And not just that, but this Death Star can also destroy multiple planets. And not just that, but this Death Star is a freaking planet! That's awesome. They actually built a freaking cannon, big freaking cannon, in a planet that is moving. Alright? That's just awesome. Let me just tell you that right now. That is just freaking awesome, J.J. Abrams. You just made the Death Star even more cooler, because you like they compared to like I like how they compared like okay that's not the Death Star, this is what the Death Star looks like. It just looks like very impressive. Oh yeah, Death Star was destroyed a planet. Oh my god, that was very scary. And then they compared the new Death Star. I was like, ooh, and everybody's like, oh my goodness, it's so scary. And Han's like, okay, it's big, so what? Right? And the fact that it can absorb a sun. You're not just killing off one planet, you're killing off multiple planets. You kill a star, all sorts of other planet systems can't actually align itself, will soon start dying out either of heat or or planets not be able to keep its gravitational pull. Yeah, I know about classic science, because I went to school, and I have a diploma. Anyway. Finn really just wants to get on the Death Star 2, to save Rey. So he makes up his reason why he has to get up on there. Soon the only way to get on there, is to go at light speed. Stupid reason, stupid way to get on there. I mean, come on, you could die. To me, the movie felt, even though the movie's it's like 2 hours, it felt kind of short to me. Maybe it's just me, because it felt short to me in the way they were going at it. Because the action made it feel like it was faster than it actually was. And I like how the fact that, I'm getting back to where Han dies. How Han died, you could probably tell he was going to die. I was talking to my friend about this. I was like, yeah, Han's going to die. He didn't hear what I said at the movie because the movie was blasting my ears out. Oh my goodness, I have to turn on the speakers just a little bit. Anyway, he said, I'm getting torn apart. I need your help. I think certain part of him really didn't really want to kill his father, but after the son was nothing left, he killed his father. Very dramatic, very good too, right? And he touched his face with a warm, still with that warm fatherly care, and then died. I was like, wow, how can you do that to Han Solo? Another reason, you guys are probably wondering why Han Solo had to die. You probably know about how, what's his name? Harrison Ford really didn't want to play Han Solo anymore. And it was one of the last crew members, who really didn't want to come back. Which kind of makes it sad, because, this is Han Solo, why he didn't want to come back. He was supposed to die in episode, what was it? Episode 5. Yes, episode 5. He was supposed to die because Harrison Ford didn't want to play as Han Solo. I was like, come on, dude, you killed that Han Solo. Arrogant douchebag, man. That's awesome. But you can always be an arrogant douchebag in anything else. So that's pretty much the reason why Han died. And that of storytelling reasons. So Finn Finn still has a lightsaber, still has Luke's lightsaber in or Anakin's lightsaber, and battles Ben Skywalker with the lightsaber. Fails, but you know gets a little cutscene. Also, Ben's a little damaged after Chewie blasts him, which was a great shot. And I love how Han and Chewie had a little back and forth, little jokey jokes thing going on, like how Han used what is it, Chewie's blaster for the first time. He's like, oh, I like this because it has a really strong punch to it. And it's really, I love the back. For guys gonna love the comedy. My boy Finn is killing it with the comedy, man. He is really funny. Like when he had Plasma. He's like, I'm gonna make the orders now. I was like laughing so hard the first time I saw that. Anyway, focus on everything. I'm trying to focus to get this done so I could go to sleep. I'm going to upload it later, so I just want to get this done so I can go to sleep. Alright, focus. Anyway, after everything, Han is dead, and Rey is feels betrayed because Rey started looking up to Han as a father figure. Rey's story is a little bit like this. I forgot to touch upon that, but Rey, her parents left her. They come back. She always believed that they'll always come back. During the vision, the woman with the big glasses told her that you know that your family's not going to come back for you. So that's another thing is, like what I said earlier, you guys can just reverse the video if you want to hear what I said earlier, or not, or just, delete this video, or flag it, so you don't have to see it, and I get in trouble for it, because you do that. I don't know why, but you guys can do it. Go ahead. Anyway, told her that your future from the past isn't going to help you, but the future in your present can help you to do something better and get you that family that you always wanted to have. That's why I really don't think it's actually Luke, because if it's the future she's looking for, then she won't need the family she needed in the past. Yeah, that's, little verse psychology that was just pushed in there. So I don't really know right there. Anyways, back to the plot. A lot of words. Very tired now. Anyway, Finn eventually loses, but gets a few shots, and then Rey gets back up, takes while Ben's trying to use the Force to grab the lightsaber. Rey actually gets the lightsaber first, and then starts lightsaber battling, and then Ben was actually leading the fight, because he's more trained with the lightsaber. Eventually, he got her to a cliff. He said, "I can teach you the ways of the Force, but of the dark side, of course." As the whole planet started to get destroyed, but finally she finds inner peace. Breathe in, breathe out, and feels the Force flowing through her, and finds defeat Ben Solo. But I don't know if she actually cut off his hand. You guys leave in a comment below if you think he doesn't have a hand anymore, because I don't know if he actually does have a hand anymore, because I couldn't really see it, so I don't know. I mean, it looked like he had his hand, but his face definitely got scarred. Also Finn got scratched, so his lightsaber also really got into his meat of the body. So that was devastating, at least for Rey. I don't know if that love story is actually going to progress anywhere, because Finn seems to have more affection for her than she does for him. I don't know. Towards the end of the movie, Leia, they all leave, and then they finally figure out that R2-D2 has been doing a lot. Because R2-D2 has been on the sidelines for a while, just because he's been researching, do all sorts of memory banks, researching every sort of thing probably through all the Jedi works. He probably downloaded all of the sorts of Jedi's old works through the booklets or whatever, the Jedi library. when he was there once. I don't know. I'm just making it. This is all speculation. And he finally puts together a map that could find Skywalker, and the last piece to the map from BB-8. So that's basically the movie. After, before Rey actually goes to the planet and sees Luke just chilling there, looking at the sunset, and then he takes off his hood slowly, and Rey reaches out with his lightsaber, and you get a helicopter view of them just like she's just flying. The helicopter's spinning around. You can just very slowly, and you just see like there's a whole standoff. So I don't know what's gonna happen at episode 8. But I cannot wait to see. Episode 9 and 8 are going to be really good to see. Looks like we're going to get another Jedi as well. So, I don't know who we're going to get, but I'm super excited. I can't wait to see more from this whole new season. Alright, that's the end of the review. Enough talking for me. I can go to sleep. Alright guys, I want to say bye for now. And keep being awesome. Peace!